it's Key, and I decided I'd explain why I chose to join the Navy. As previously mentioned, I'm 17. I have a high school diploma and a college degree. I did this not being spectacular, but in Washington State, we have a program. Junior year, you test into college and you complete both at the same time. You can either do full time college. I kind of did a little of both, full time college and a little bit of high school. And so after I got that, I was going to go to Tennessee State University. I wanted to go there. And they accepted me, but then told me I'd come in as a regular freshman instead of a freshman with credits or a transfer student or any of that because I got it at a community college in my state during high school. So they refused to accept them because they looked at them as high school credits. So then I decided military. I hadn't quite decided the branch. All I knew was I wasn't going Army or Marines. My mom was in the Navy. Her husband was in the Army, and my favorite uncle, well, one of my favorite uncles, is in the Air Force. And so I went to Air Force and Navy, but I wasn't going to Army because my boyfriend's actually in the Army, and I watched him experience it, and others, and it just was not for me. Like I just couldn't do Army. I'm sorry. I'm not going to the mountains. I'd rather be on a boat. Um, Marines, my mom simply told me she wouldn't sign the paper for me to go to the Marines. I have no clue why, but that's what she told me. I'm 17. I need her signature. So then I went to the Air Force because that's where she wanted me to go. And the recruiter pissed me off. Like the 5 minutes of me being there, I had to turn around and walk out. He was rude. He was being sarcastic. And then he asked me what job I wanted, and I was like, I want accounting so I can benefit from the degree I just earned. And he looked at me and was like, nope, you're not getting that job. You can maybe be an engineer, but that's about it. So I just looked at him and walked off. Went to the Navy recruiter. He was cool. He was actually nice as shit. Sat down, broke stuff down to me, how it works. And at first, he told me I'd come in as an E3 because of my credits. And then he told me after he did a little research and tried to put me in so I could like start the process, he was like, well, since you got them during high school, they won't accept your credits. But there are other ways to become an E3 before you leave, and we'll make sure you get those since you do deserve to be an E3, which I thought was cool because he's trying to make sure I get what I deserve. So I went through the process as told in my first video about MEPS and psyche vows and all that. And I signed my contract. Navy just became for me. Um, it might not be for everybody. Military is not for everybody, I've learned. But the Navy, I've seen people in almost every branch except the Marines. And the Navy seems like the one that I could deal with the most. I haven't decided if I want to make it a career or a stepping stone, but I got years to decide that. So, yeah. Well, any questions, again, email, um, inbox on here. I would tell my Instagram, but I don't got one. So, yeah. Bye.